Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown doing Disney on a budget. Did you see the new Disney Centennial logo which debuted last week at the beginning of the new film, Strange World? I think visually, it's a literal platinum upgrade and quite a home run. Fun factoid for you, it's also a hybrid of both Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty castles. This combo dating back to the 2006 Walt Disney Pictures logo, which debuted with Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, and after being used for the final time in the Disney Plus premiere of Disenchanted, a sequel to the film Enchanted, was officially retired after 16 years of honorable service. I only wish that the creators of this book would find a way for us to replicate that castle combo, by way of either painting or crafting. Sadly, they didn't. But you know what? I have it on good authority that the 80-plus Disney crafts, activities, and games from more than 50 Disney and Disney Pixar properties should more than make do. All of them are contained in this Disney Ideas book, a D-Game Books publication picked up for $2.99. There's no retail price to be found in here. It is what it is. It's written by Elizabeth Dowsett, and you can find your favorite Disney crafts, activities, and games organized by these 5 chapters: make-believe, games, art, activities, and crafts, or sorted by way of Disney Pixar properties, and find your favorites. Everybody has a favorite Disney or Disney Pixar movie, and we have projects for more than 50 of the best. Whether you prefer princes and princesses, or talking toys, wicked witches, or feisty fairies, you can find them in the list of movie titles below. We're gonna outline 6 projects in all from 3 of my favorite Pixar properties: Toy Story, the one that started it all; Cars, which might be my all-time favorites; and Ratatouille. So let's get started with my all-time favorite, Cars, and this cardboard car costume project. How does it feel to be a racing legend like Piston Cup champion Lightning McQueen? Step into his world with this cardboard box-turned race car costume to find out. The majority of these projects require supplies that will require no more than a simple trip to your friendly neighborhood art supply shop. The steps in here are numbered and graphically presented to make it easy for you to understand while you're assembling these projects. Of course, for every project you have a photograph of the finished outcome. And you also have several Did You Know and Try This pop-ups. Did You Know gives you some simple Disney and Disney Pixar movie trivia, and Try This allows you to add some personal touches of magic to these projects. Now it's on to Buzz Lightyear's Range from, where else? Toy Story. Buzz is devastated to find out he's only a toy. You know, he is a toy! And one of the best there is. But he soon discovers that you don't need to be a real space ranger to go on exciting expeditions. Make your own space range and get ready to head to infinity and beyond! Here we have Ratatouille's Catch the Rat. Remy the Rat has to be quick on his paws to stay hidden in the kitchen. He's used to sneaking around, so no one knows where he is. See if your friends can find him with this fun game. You see, it's not all crafty projects in here. There are fun interactive games that you can try out as well. And did you know, Remy controls Linguini like a puppet? He pulls Linguini's hair while hiding underneath his chef's hat. Turning a couple of pages over, we move on to another fun game, this time again from Toy Story, where toys come alive. Andy doesn't know it, but when he turns his back, the toys in his bedroom come alive. Step into the secret world of Buzz, Woody, and friends with this fun game, which requires no more than music and a music player to play. It's really simple. I played this game once before. I'm not really sure what the foundational name for this game really is. Now it's on to a Piston Cup racetrack. Oh yeah, this is a project that might be a little more complex to put together, but it should be so worth it. Can't get to the Piston Cup? Don't worry, build a racetrack and host your own championship. Ramp up the excitement with a cardboard slope and your own cars. Did you know Lightning McQueen has won 7 Piston Cup races? Wow, he's come a long way from the first Academy Award-winning effort. Academy Award-nominated effort. You know, from the first Cars movie. I wish I could say Academy Award-winning, but hey, sometimes even Pixar flops up. And finally we have this ham piggy bank from Toy Story. You can bank on ham to store your money safely. This cheery fellow is a piggy bank and one of Andy's toys. You can make your own ham from a plastic bottle to collect your coins in. And did you know? Sometimes Andy plays a fantasy game where Ham becomes a dastardly villain named Evil Dr. Porkchop. And if he ever comes to life, somebody get him a Disney Plus spin-off immediately. Not. If you can't do a spin-off Disney or Pixar, don't do it right. So let's talk about the projects a bit more in detail. They range from big, medium, small, easy, medium, difficult. The majority of which do require the help of a grown-up to put together. As far as everything goes from a presentation standpoint, it's all colorful and concise from a graphical and photographical standpoint as well. Colorful and concise, of course, being the hallmarks of any properly put together Disney DIY book, whether it's crafting, gardening even, or, my favorite, cooking. And with a lot of Disney characters in movies, classics and modern age being represented here, I gotta say, as I have several times throughout this series, there's something for everyone. For everyday fare and special occasions. Let your imagination run wild with Disney arts and crafts, party games, puzzles, and papercraft, with magical projects for every level of ability and clear step-by-step illustrated instructions. You will never be bored again. Take off with Buzz Lightyear's reins, dress up in Mona's flower crown, play Snow White bowling, race Lightning McQueen on your own racetrack, and much, much more. Judging from the back cover, they got much, much more in spades. Oh, and about the logo's music, you know, the new arrangement of When You Wish Upon a Star by Christoph Beck, who has Frozen and both Muppet movies, and Hawkeye and WandaVision and Paperman under his belt. He did a good job. I mean, it's hard to argue with Christoph Beck. He's one of my favorite composers, but I happen to like Mark Mancini's arrangement just a little bit more. I will outline my full reasoning below. I should have shown you that Snow White bowling project, cause bowling's my favorite. Oh well. It is what it is, and this, my friends, is truly magical. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 claps. Whatever means necessary to spark your child's imagination, because that spark might very well become its own wishing star someday for others to wish upon. And if your wish was to convert your love of Disney into a living, breathing, interactive museum within the confines of a decently sized suburban family home, all I can say with this, wish granted. Up next, we're on to Disney Uno. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, dreams do come true on the flip side.